She banned me from her wedding for refusing to take out my piercings. Then the wedding exploded. I was asked to be a bridesmaid for someone I thought was one of my closest friends. Things started off fine, until one text changed everything. She messaged me out of nowhere. "Hey, weird question. Are you able to remove your piercings? Or do they kind of have to stay in?" I replied, "Oh, I mean, for some of them I can take them out for a few hours. My lobes, yeah. But things like my industrial bar or nose ring, not so sure. I don't usually take them out." She followed up, "Could you try taking them out for the engagement party? I'm just not really into the idea of someone with a lot of piercings being in my pictures." That's when I felt it. The shift. I asked her if it was just my face piercings she was worried about. She said, "I'd prefer you take them all out. Even the ones going up your ear. Especially the bar." I tried to be calm. "Okay. How long will the photos take? I could maybe manage a few hours." She said, "It's kind of going to be an all-day thing." An all-day thing. Right. So I asked, "Wouldn't that risk them closing?" My nose and lip closed before even after a few hours. Her reply, "Have you considered getting them redone?" I stared at my screen. She wanted me to remove multiple professionally done piercings, and if they closed I should just pay to get them redone? She even asked, "Could you afford that?" Not, "Would you be comfortable?" Not, "Are you okay with that?" Just, "Could I afford it?" I told her the truth. That I probably could, but I really didn't want to. It's expensive, painful, and honestly unnecessary. Her answer? "If you can't or won't take them out, I'll have to replace you as a bridesmaid. I assumed you'd be able to when I asked you." Like that. Just, like that. I told her I'd look into it. That I'd try. But I also reminded her, piercings don't come out like a pair of earrings. Some cost over $100. Some take months to heal. And I have 15 of them. 15. Still, she insisted. "I just don't want that aesthetic in my wedding photos." It wasn't about me anymore. It was about how I'd ruin her look. That's when I knew. She didn't want me in her wedding. She wanted a version of me that didn't exist. So I told her, "I'm not coming to the engagement or the wedding. Find a replacement." She freaked. "You're dropping out because I asked you to take out some jewelry? Are you well?" I explained myself. Calmly. Again. But then she hit me with this. "I only made you a bridesmaid because I felt bad for you anyway." That was it. She uninvited my boyfriend too, said I was selfish, materialistic, fake, and that she was glad she found out who I really was. I left it with an emoji. Just this one, relieved face. Update 6 months later. Turns out, I wasn't the only one. One bridesmaid had naturally red hair, like beautiful auburn, and was told she had to dye it brown to match the wedding theme. Another had just found out she was pregnant. She wasn't showing. She wasn't even sick. But the bride told her she didn't want a pregnant bridesmaid taking attention or vomiting in photos. Yeah, that happened. On the day of the wedding, the pregnant bridesmaid didn't show. The redhead, who was the maid of honor, handed over her bouquet at the aisle and walked out before the reception. Screaming. Tears. 2 empty chairs at the head table. I wasn't there, but I heard all of it. Later, those bridesmaids reached out. They said I was right. That they should have left sooner. They wanted to meet, maybe laugh about it together. But I didn't go. Not out of hate, just peace. I'd already stepped out of the fire. No need to go back and stir the ashes. Though, I think about it. She was my friend. It was her wedding. People do a lot for weddings, right? Should I have just taken them out? Played along? Been there for her? I don't know. But 15 piercings? The cost, the healing, the risk of infection? And the way she spoke to me, it wasn't kind. It was controlling. Dismissive. But I had said yes. I agreed to be a bridesmaid. And then I backed out. So now I'm wondering, am I the asshole? Or did I just finally draw the line, before it got even worse?